Alright, welcome everybody. We are playing Dark Souls Remastered. I've already been through this one time before, so this is more going to be just me trying to, get everything and fight every single boss and whatnot. So I'm going to break this down probably into 25 to 30 minute episodes. If we want them longer, we can do so. No big deal. But okay, let's get into it. Alright, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and name this dude Boogie. Yeah, let's stick with male. I don't think that has anything to do with anything anyways. Alright. What playthrough do I want to do this time? I tried the Sorcerer the one time. That wasn't too bad, but I think I'm just going to go with a Knight. Yeah, got a little bit... Well, a little more vitality than anything. Good question. Let's go with Knight. I'm gonna steal a Master Key because I'm a basic bitch. Physique. I don't really... Does this matter? I'm not sure. If it does, let's go with very slim. Face. Yeah. Spend hours on this. Let's just go with the basic one. Seeing... Kind of looks like Leon from Resident Evil. Oh my god. Alright, let's just go with that. That looks fine. Brown. Let's go light brown. Alright, my dude looks good. Let's get into it.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
All right.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the
What up, girl?
undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
All right, there's our first item. I forgot the night roll fat rules. The night fat rules, excuse me. I want to change something because I know when I play with a buddy, the music during the chat just goes crazy loud. So we're going to change that real quick. Alright, let's go. We're good to go. Let's do this. Okay, that's easy. Come on. Yeah. Give me them souls. Strong attack. Alright. On up the ladder. Let's see here. Oh yeah, okay, so I heard that you could if you beat this first boss, or that it's possible to beat this first boss with this broken sword, but to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever been able to do it. But we can try. But actually, I'm gonna do this so way I can do a little quicker. There we go. What up, girl? Oh, not a good start. Let's get around to your butt. Come here, smack your booty. Nope, knocked him. Screw this. I chickened out there at the end. That's alright. get our health back. Can't do anything yet with this bonfire, so we're gonna move on. And get my shield. Oh. Okay, we all didn't know all that. Oh, right here, this is what we'll do. And this is the shield we get pretty much right off the start. I don't think you get anything else in this area. Not too bad. I like having the physical reduction down to 100. Pretty much you can take anything with just your shield with that. Yep, just a little bit of stamina, but that's it. Alright, we're going to swap out this for the broadsword we got. Looks like it does 82 damage there. Plus 7. So that's I mean, pretty good starting, I guess. Swap that out. Okay, we're going to change. We don't need to change anything there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're in business. Alright. Looks like where we were. Anything down here? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna head down here and get this shortcut. In case you, actually, I wonder, you always have, I think you always have to run up here for the boss. I don't know if you can go back to that door or not. Anyways, this is a shortcut in case you die to one of these other enemies there. Oh, watch out! Oh, what up, guy?
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, what up, dog?
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen.
Man, you look
Thine
rough.
exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Okay, cool. So, if you're not familiar with Dark Souls, which, to be honest with you, by the time this game came out, you should be. But if this is your first time playing it...
Now I must bid farewell.
Once
I hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Okay, anyways, the Estus is your health. It's just kind of like a first aid thing. So you lose health, you use Estus, and then the only way to regain Estus is to rest at one of those bonfires, which, you know, not only replenishes your Estus and your health, but then also spawns all the enemies in the area. So this guy, we're done with him. That little noise you hear is him dying, and you get his soul, apparently. I actually did not know that. That's alright, cool. Alright, we're moving on here. Guard this guy. You know what? Let's see something here, because I'm not 100% sure if this... wait. Oh, that's not right. Sorry, hold on one second here. There we go. I think every... Okay, yeah, every... Maybe not every shield, but I think most of the shields in this game have a parry ability. Oh yeah, that's right. We can go two-handed here if we want. Wait, what was that? Oh, jump attack. Yeah, that's useful sometimes. Apparently I can't land it. Nah, that's right. There we go, there's a kick, but whatever. And it's I already told you all that. Alright, what's up, homeboy? I kind of use this wall here to kind of funnel these guys in and get some easy, cheap attacks. Dodge that guy. Can't get behind him enough, but that's okay. 2 swings and he's down. Yeah, so if you get behind an enemy, you can also do what we call backstab. It's pretty much the same thing, but you can do parries. I'm not good at parries at all. But you can kick these guys, get rid of their shield, do a heavy, kind of spam R1. They're not too hard. And this door is locked. Now there is an item on the other side there that I think we can get, because later in the game you can actually come back here. And I think that's when you get that item, but I could be wrong. There might be another way. If you know another way, feel free to let me know down in the comments here. I might be able to try to get that later. But all right, this is the boss fight. This is, excuse me, this is what we call the Asylum Demon. Not too hard, honestly, especially once you have a weapon. You get in here. First thing you want to do is just kind of come off the edge and do an R1. Get a nice plunge attack in there. Get a good chunk of his health gone. Now, I two-hand this boss because you can't block any of his attacks and just, you know, kind of stick at his ass. It's pretty easy. Oh, don't want to get stuck in that. It's kind of an AoE, I guess. Yep, there we go. 1, 2, 3, done. We get the big Pilgrim's Key and Humanity. Now, I will explain what Humanity is here in just a second. There's no other items in this area, I don't think. Okay, so this door's open now. I wonder if that's how that was if you dive. You can just come right through here. I don't know. That boss is pretty easy, so you shouldn't have any too much trouble with him. Alright, so we are moving on. Let's see, read this. Okay. Perfect. Any items over here? I don't think so. No. Alright, let's keep going. We got stuck there, sorry. I think there is an item down here. Yeah, right here. Lost Soul to Dead. Pretty much that's going to allow you to gain more souls. So collecting those and then breaking those when you can, obviously is going to give you more souls to level up and buy stuff. He's not talking to me right now. There's usually, I don't know why he's doing it right now. Maybe it's because I'm not hollow? I don't know. Or not human. I'm not sure. Anyways, that thing right there, if you come by and there's a crow that kind of chirps at you, you can give him, like, drop items into that thing, and then he'll give you items in return. And kind of depending on what you give him will depend on what he gives you. Pretty easy. But alright, I'm pretty sure that's the end of that area, so let's move on to the first real area of the game.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen to leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, now they give us the ability to level up, which pretty much, excuse me, you just come up, rest of the bonfire, you got level up, You got your Covenants, Kindle, Reverse Hollow. So just real quick, level up is pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna level up all your abilities and whatnot. Covenant will come a little bit into play later once we are able to join Covenants, and then Kindling. So right now we have 10 Estus flasks. Now, when you find a new bonfire and you rest at it, it's only going to refill 5 Estus flasks, your basic 5. When you kindle, what you have to do is you have to first have a number of humanity, which if you look at the top left of the screen where those double zeros are at, when you have numbers in there, that means you have humanity. So you'd have to reverse your hollowing, which will make you human. Then you use another humanity to kindle this bonfire, which means that now every time you rest at this bonfire, you will be able to get 10 Estus flasks. And I'm not 100% sure if this one particularly is always going to give you 10 or not, but that's kind of, I mean, they're giving me 10 now, so I'm going to go ahead and assume. Alright, so we're going to do level up. So what actually adjusts your equipment load? Is it endurance? Yeah, endurance. Alright, we're going to put one in there. Let's put one in strength. I'm not going to put any of these, because I really don't need to. I'm going to put another one in here. So I want to get that equipment load up so I can get back all my armor. So I don't have to fat roll the whole time. Here, actually not too... pretty much after we get through this next area, I should be able to fight a guy named Havel, and he drops a ring that actually increases that equipment load number quite a bit, so that way you can pretty much carry whatever and, you know, not fat roll, which, let me go ahead and just do that, leave. For those of you that don't know, what we call fat rolling is when you do a roll like this. This is called a quick roll. I'm not sure if you can go a little quicker than that. We can test it out, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it might be a little quicker. But the more you put on for that equipment load, as I was saying, the heavier you are. See, now I am a little bit slower, but that doesn't count for broadsword and shield, which all that matters. Yeah, see, now I'm rolling real slow. So we're going to go take this off just to get a little bit of speed back. Cool. We're going to kind of rock barefoot for a while. Or not barefoot, I'm sorry. Armorless for a while. Alright, let's talk to this guy, see what he wants.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So when you meet NPCs, exhaust what they say.
Your face. You're practically...
Sometimes they give you stuff, and it'll advance storylines with them. To be honest with you, though, I'm not 100% which order and how to talk to all these guys, so I'm probably going to screw some storylines up. Again, this playthrough is more or less just to show off bosses and just kind of play through the game. But if you know of like a...
collected bit
Here, I'll
by
wait.
bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
I actually think he's implying that you should try to attack him, but do not. He is hard.
What are you? Don't try anything clever.
Yeah, see, he's kind of implying you should hit him, but
Hmm? What? Oh, that's all we... Well, this one of the bells is up above in the undead church. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins. And
Sorry,
the
I'm just
other
kind of
bell
clicking
is
through
back
this.
down below, within the
like down screen.
plague-infested blood. But I die again.
All right. I forget what I was saying before. If you know of a NPC storyline that actually gives you like a good weapon or armor or spell or whatever, feel free to let me know, because like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the NPC storyline, so I could screw all that up. But anyways, we're going to do one last thing here before we wrap this episode up, is to come down here and I want to show you this lady. Now, she does not speak, but when you get a Firekeeper soul, which I'll show you a little bit later where we can get one, that will reinforce your Estus flask. And what that means is when we use an Estus, it will replenish a certain amount of health. When you reinforce it, it will replenish more health per level it increases. And I'm not sure how high it goes, like 7, 8, maybe 10, I'm not sure, but I think the highest that I've seen in my last playthrough was like 7 or 8. But I think that's going to wrap this episode up for now. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and attack the undead, I think it's called the Undead Burg up here that we're looking at now, and fight the second boss. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'm a Dozen Boogie Bots. Tune in next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe this episode if it helped you out a little bit. And we will be continuing on next episode with our Let's Play. Thanks again, guys.